This week on Clown College.
So you went to classes the regular people went to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Every other class, but the first class, special ed.
What are you doing, dude?
What?
She said every other class.
Yeah, I mean, you had one class you'd have to go in there and be like, you got any extra work? Get that done. And you just get that done. And I mean, there was some
Could you be late?
Could you be late?
Because like you're saying you get extra time, so it couldn't be the same periods as everybody else because that would throw off the time, right?
Oh, no, you get extra time with tests.
Oh, so they'd get somebody else to come watch you do a test.
So you were like, later, they were like, we can't get mad at this guy. Like, just let him take his time.
Oh, okay. So, like, if the bell rung, you would just keep on going.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I'm trying to pass.
Mm-hmm.
So they understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's special needs, not special ed.
No, that's special ed. That's special ed.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's special need.
Special ed.
Special need, you get equipment. You get equipment.
Welcome to Clown College. We have profound knowledge in many ways to elevate and make you sound polished. So if you want to hear a little honest few takes on ways to make it as a comic, then stick around for a while. If you're down to clown, we got the guest right now just to show you how. Let's all go to Clown College, baby. It's with Branden, Willis, Dom, and JJ. Let's all go to Clown College, baby. It's with Branden, Willis, Dom, and JJ.
Branden is putting that in that cup.
Branden,
This lemonade is crazy.
can you show the camera your
Lemonade?
Oh shit, we don't have your light turned on. Can you turn that on?
Shit.
No, you just gotta click it at
I
something.
knew he wasn't gleaming.
It's on the top.
Oh, it's at the top.
Yeah. Look at that.
Branden always looks like he's from the 50s.
You said it's up here?
Yeah, on the side, the power button. You see it?
Yeah, it might not be plugged in, is it?
Plug that in.
Come on, buddy.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Hold on a second.
There we go.
You just pressing the wrong button.
We got it. Do I look like I'm from the 50s, man? Hell yeah.
Branden, you always have like a very older vibe about you. I know just because your personality and what you like, but also like your outfit's just kind of retro, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is what I was wearing under my work outfit.
You look like a correctional officer, kind of, or
Thank
maybe
you.
like
Thank you.
maybe like a janitor.
Janitor,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Oh, you think? Hold on. Do you think a correctional officer is better than a janitor? Which one would you rather be?
I mean, money-wise.
Garbage, or human garbage?
Damn, man. I mean, what if I was a correctional? Is it which way? Which one is the human garbage and which one is garbage?
Well, the garbage is the one that you pick up actual garbage.
The janitor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, why I got to be a bad guy if I was a correct? What if I'm a good correctional officer?
Yeah. No.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
The human garbage is the prisoners in there.
Oh, the prisoners
Mostly
in
black.
there. Damn.
Wasn't my choice. I'm not mad about it.
I don't know. I guess money-wise, maybe a correctional officer.
Correctional officer.
Yeah, money-wise.
You think they get paid more than janitors?
Yeah, I saw it was like $25 an hour.
Let's see. Why don't you ask Google who gets
What if
paid
you're
more?
like a janitor at the Taj Mahal?
You know, I just said right before this, I said we can't figure out how to get the screen recorder, and let's not Google anything in the first conversation we had. We'll tell them. We'll tell them
how
what we're
much
seeing.
janitors make versus correctional officers.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We can't continue the conversation without it.
No. Yeah. Oh, let's see. You want to allow that, or you want them?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
It's
right.
crazy that there's actually a Reddit
Oh
post
shit!
about
So
this.
there it is. Hold on. So
What does it say?
let me go down. So they just said it. So okay. So correctional officer, you making about 53K, 53,100 per year.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are a janitor, 35K basically.
Okay.
So
I think that's a little low for janitors. I thought they made more.
Yeah, this might be like entry level position.
And this is
Look at
Google's AI. It ain't ChatGPT,
It's not
bitch.
like
You think
Gemini.
Reddit might know better?
They usually don't.
No.
But, you know. What a career switch from janitor to correctional officer. Where do you
Oh,
go
man.
from there? Like principal?
Yeah, you got to.
School
You
principal?
could be a school principal. Same, basically.
Would you be a school principal?
Nah, I'm good. Nah, man.
You'd be a great principal.
I'm good.
I mean, you can get away with anything if you're a principal.
For real, what can you get away with?
Whatever.
Whatever.
You can sell drugs there and they'd be like, Mr. Willis, but I'm just trying to help my family. Like, that is correct.
That's
that
the
is.
plot of the
Huh.
substitute, man.
Is it?
Yeah. The substitute, the principal's like selling drugs out of the school, and the substitute teacher like finds out, but he's cool. And he makes learning fun for all the black impoverished kids.
Dude, there were so many of those movies came out in the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
So many. I'm white, and I'm going to go save the blacks is what it was.
Damn.
Mhm.
What was the movie?
Huh?
Which movie? I might watch it sometime.
Higher Learning. There's a whole bunch of them. The Substitute.
Substitute.
Which one was with Michelle
There's
Pfeiffer?
7 substitute movies. There's like,
For real?
There's like 7 of them.
Didn't he
Damn.
kill people and shit, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
Oh,
kills.
of course, dude. It's a school.
See what I mean? It's a bad path.
What else are you doing there?
It's a bad path. You know, substitute teachers get a bad rep, though, man.
More.
Well, I mean, because like kids don't take them seriously, man. It sucks. Like I had
Yeah.
one kid. I'm not gonna say his name,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Joseph.
Branden?
No, he waited till like the substitute teacher left. They put something in their drink. I don't know, it was like a bunch of melatonin or something. They were asleep the whole class.
Oh, but that's illegal.
Yeah, that's illegal.
That's
as
literally
hell.
Actually
drugging
drugging
somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He did, and then he showed me footage. So,
Showed you footage
He
of what?
recorded the substitute sleeping?
oh yeah, he was like, look at this. Look what I did.
Damn. Did the sub get fired?
I
Sleeping
don't know.
on
He
the
didn't
job?
tell me the outcome. He just showed me. I was like, damn, man, that's wild as hell. Okay. Yeah, I guess you
He got
do.
caught?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh.
How do you not? When you drug the teacher and record it.
The teacher got in trouble, though, for sleeping.
He never told me. I don't know who got in trouble. He just showed me.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it's not like it's a hard drug. It's just melatonin. So he was just like
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
I hit him with some gummies, some melatonin
Yeah.
gummies.
Man, they looked old, though, so maybe that age. They look like they
Might
were
have sent him to the eternal sleep, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Yeah. Could have killed him.
Hey, the melatonin gummies, my boy used to give them to his kids, right? But he would make it seem like a treat. Like, you guys ready for your gummies? And they were like, yeah. And I seen him. He was giving them to them, and he was like, these little motherfuckers don't know they about to be passed out in 30 minutes. And then he called me. He was like, yeah, them gummies don't work anymore. I was like, why? He was like, when I was giving them to his daughter, she was like, Daddy, every time I eat these, I get tired. He was like, damn.
That's a crazy thing to hear as a parent.
Yeah.
This thing you're giving me makes me feel bad. Dude, my
You gotta go to
grandma used
sleep.
to do that kind of. Not with melatonin, but she'd be like, you know, it's just, are you itchy at all? Like when I'm going to bed, like the sheet scratching you? I'm like, I mean, maybe a little. It's like, here's a Benadryl. And I'm asleep for 14 hours.
That's the best stuff. That's what I would take when I was a kid.
For what?
Oh, just, I mean, I guess sometimes.
Bored.
General
allergies,
purposes?
Or Christmas night when I got tired. Take 2.
When I get tired.
Yeah, like I'll be like,
Take
what?
2.
No, let me rephrase that. When I wasn't getting tired, and I was like, damn, man, what was Santa Claus come? And I'm still awoke. 'Cause my
Christmas
mind was
Eve is a
yeah, so I
Benadryl
took
night.
about 2 Benadryls.
Yeah.
As a child, that's a
Oh,
Benadryl
yeah,
night.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was a child and that was okay.
You get
so.
3 gummies today.
Yeah,
So
that
we're-
should be the time you're able to drug them.
Yes.
Because, you got to get presents and stuff laid out. They
True.
got to think Santa came
True.
because he's real.
Yeah. But kids get
Nah,
excited
yeah.
about anything, man. It's Christmas Eve, day before birthday,
Yeah.
Halloween, field trip. You just gotta have kids on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To see, you get like Simone Biles. She does flips and shit. That's what she was on Ritalin. She locked in, and started flipping around.
Yeah, dude. I need to get a prescription Adderall. It's the same thing as Ritalin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. I need to get that.
Heard Provigil is like the craziest one.
What do you
That's like
mean?
what they give pilots to stay up.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she still takes, or she just did when she was competing?
No, I think she was Ritalin. Provigil is just like the highest caliber of that.
Oh, so it goes
Of
Ritalin.
legal meth.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that's what I needed. But it's so you got Ritalin and then Adderall and then whatever you just said.
Provigil. Yeah, I would
Provigil.
say so. I'm not that well versed in it, but I would say so.
You look like you make it.
Well, I'm more of a history guy. I just know the history of junkies.
Who's the most famous junkie?
Ooh, Kurt Cobain, maybe?
Kurt Cobain.
He was like a legit heroin junkie.
Yeah, but Hitler was
If you
addicted
say
to
anything else, it's racist.
Damn.
You can't say Ray Charles.
Ray Charles was he's probably more famous than he's definitely more famous.
If
than
they're
Kurt Cobain.
white, they're a junkie. If they're black, they're a doper.
Yeah,
Huh.
I feel like that's the...
and a creative.
And a
True.
creative.
What about Richard
And a
Pryor?
pioneer.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that dude was famous.
I would say
One
Ray
of the
Charles so
best.
far is the highest, like
Yeah.
of tier. But also Hitler was a junkie, and he's more famous than all of them.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere without knowing that guy.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I can say it right now.
He made an impact for
Mhm.
sure.
Did we have a president that was a junkie?
I think we did.
Joe
Did
Biden
we?
was on all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's because he couldn't
I
couldn't
mean,
stay away.
it's medical though. They gave it to him.
Yeah,
He's supposed to have
he
that.
had to have that, dude.
Damn,
Nobody else. You did the history. We had to have somebody who
we
was
had
on
to
some
have a
shit.
junkie.
There's no telling, man, because maybe the best junkies do it in secret.
Mm.
And nobody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the mark of a true junkie is to get fucked up regularly and be able to keep it under wraps.
That's the best kind, and they can live for a long time.
Yeah.
You can live for a long time with it. You see that guy on Joe Rogan a long time ago before all this. They can't. It's hard to watch the shit now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
is.
It's like
His
because
views have been dropping.
have they?
Yeah.
Well, it's because it was cool. You know what it is? I think because it was like cool whenever it's like if it's us talking, it's like, dude, wouldn't it be crazy if we knew what the pyramids, some stuff about pyramids, and then like you actually get somebody who's like there, and then like okay, and then you do that so many times, so everything he can have like whoever he wants in this thing, and you can't spitball off of it, and then you got all these people watching, so you want to be factually correct and all that shit. No, that's not what it's here for.
Yeah.
We don't need facts.
True.
There's no need for facts.
They do more harm than good.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. You don't need it. And then like how often you get a fucking comic on there?
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
It's
You
I like to see the comics and then somebody not trying to suck his dick and just bullshit. That's why he has to protect the parks. Those guys aren't going to do that, of
Yeah.
course. But if you're a new comic and Joe Rogan's like, you want to come on, you're going to bust his fucking balls. You're going to be a little scared too.
Yeah. Yeah, he is like the royalty of that shit.
Yeah, you go on Joe Rogan, you instantly get a boost.
Somebody said like Joe Rogan's, I can't remember where I heard it, but Joe Rogan's podcast is kind of like one of the most influential platforms of all time. Because you can, in what other medium can you go on and have like a 3-hour long conversation with somebody?
Documentary.
And millions of people watch it.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts. I wouldn't even want to do it. Because
Fuck no.
how you're in a certain place in your life and you say a whole bunch of stuff. And then, like, 5 years later, you feel completely differently about everything you said.
Without a doubt.
Everybody's going to remember you for what you said.
Without doubt. And they're going to bring it back up like you just said it. They do that all the time. And they're like, this is who you guys are supporting. I'm like, first of all, you can tell it's old footage, but they're trying to make it out like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you could go back and find something in one of these episodes, right? And tell me I said it, and I'd be like, you're lying.
Any episode.
Any
Yeah.
episode.
Any
Like the
episode.
episode from last week. And I'd be like, I don't remember saying that at all.
It's like, I probably didn't say that.
And then you watch it like, yeah, I don't even know what I might not even know what I was talking about or what was going through my head at that
It's like,
moment.
ooh, I was angry.
Yeah, I was angry about something. I really didn't like that guy that time or whatever. But yeah, I think like the only way to have the real like what people who fell in love with the Joe Rogan shit, he would have to quit. He would have to be like, I'm not doing it anymore, and then come back on a smaller platform.
Mark Maron just announced the end of his podcast.
Yeah.
After like 15 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude. He was like the first one that like really made it big, right?
He was one of the first, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he was one of the pioneers of that shit, along with Rogan and.
And it was so crazy because it's like this guy, Mark Maron, shout out because I love Glow. You ever seen that show? I love that.
I haven't.
You mean the wrestling thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to watch that.
Oh, it's good, dude.
I
It's
will.
about the female wrestlers, and it's a real story. But
I have heard of this.
I've
yeah,
heard
and he's a
about
beast. He's a beast of an actor, and Allison Brie is in there, and she's a monster, and the whole storyline like is good. But it was just so crazy. Like he got this comic, and then he has like Barack Obama on his shit, right? And now that's what now Joe Rogan is like. He has the sitting fucking president and goddamn who is the Indian guys talking about
FBI director, I think.
there's nothing
CIA or
have
something?
have you what's his name Kumar Ishamaki.
Yeah, sure.
So
one of your people.
yeah. So it was so funny because like when he was on Joe Rogan's last time, you see clips, and then somebody on Twitter will post a clip of him like before he got the job and whatever he was doing. What was he doing before that?
Probably, I don't know, personal training and Planet Fitness.
I think it was like something in the CIA. He was like something like that, but he's like everything that he's saying on Joe Rogan, he said the exact opposite about before he got in there. And what the thing is everybody going to be like, he's lying. He's just doing that because he's in it now. And it's like, no, the government isn't full of these, oh my God, there's aliens and shit like that. It's sitting through fucking 30 hours of footage to maybe find one thing. And it sucks. You release that to the public? You guys are just going to sit there. That's what he's saying. Yeah, it's mostly true. Like, and then he's like, oh, why can't you release the tapes of young women getting assaulted on Jeffrey Epstein's island?
Why would you?
Why would you think that was possible?
Yeah.
Why would you think that
Why
was
would you
fucking
release
possible? Exactly. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But before that, he's like, you should release everything and put all these people on. And I called that Trump was on the manifest for the Epstein shit.
He was on there?
That's what Elon. You didn't see that?
Oh, I did hear.
He's
about
like Trump's.
That happened while they were filming.
Yes, while they were filming that beautiful,
And he was like,
beautiful
I'm not
moment.
gonna speak on that.
Hey,
I did see that clip.
hey, you know you've been in the military. And say, I know my lane, and that ain't it.
That's so.
You
funny,
stay
man.
clear out of that shit.
Wait, what was his name again?
Who?
That Indian guy, because I have his book. I forgot his name, though.
You got his book before all of this?
Yeah, I actually did. Like, I got
For
his
what?
book. Well, you got to realize I was trying to better. Like, I saw a book about business. And you remember I was lonely back then, man. So it was like business.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I know, but it also I got that book, and then it was like what was it called? No More Mr. Nice Guy. How to get everything you want in life, like sex and women and life.
He wrote that?
No, I bought that book with it because I
It
was
came in
trying.
a combo package.
So his was about business, and the other one was about getting ladies.
What was his name though? Because I can show you which. Because I have it in my car for some reason.
You know what he does? His secretary. He's not secretary
I
of
think
defense.
he's director of
Well,
the
it's a
CIA
podcast?
or
Hold on.
FBI or something.
Yeah, director of FBI. That's what
Some
he is.
intelligence.
Wait, hold on, let me
agency.
see.
Yeah.
Might be the wrong guy.
Because he was in something before that. He was something in the government.
Are you
Yeah,
talking
there you
about-
go.
Oh, not him. No.
What's his name?
It
Kash
is
Patel?
Kash Patel.
Kash Patel.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
this guy. It was the other podcast dude that was on Joe Rogan. Forgot his name though. What is his name? David.
Completely somebody.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
Patrick
find-
Bet David.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Wait,
is
Patrick.
not him at all.
Let me see. That's my
Patrick Bet
fault.
David is the like money podcaster guy.
Okay. And he was talking
Yeah,
about.
I
he
got
does
his
more than
book.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
him. Okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
yeah.
the Turks guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah. Different guy. That's my fault.
Yeah. It's all good. He looks like him.
Kind of does.
They don't look anything
No,
like
they
him.
don't. You're right. We're not even gonna say that.
But yeah, I don't like when I don't think comics or anybody in the entertainment industry should have any say in anything we do military wise. Because look, what is it right now? It's the fucking Housewives of Beverly Hills and the goddamn most prestigious of all offices in the world. And we're having a spout between a fucking foreigner, South African, who I said in the beginning, and he's not fucking funny.
No.
We need to all just address how unfunny he is. And even though he might be, he only pushes back on Trump when he doesn't get what he likes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And Trump's gonna lose he's probably gonna lose that battle. That's why he ain't said nothing crazy about him, because Elon knows too much. Which he shouldn't, because why do you have a private citizen knowing all of our fucking secrets?
Yeah. True.
I don't know. The whole like ever since Trump became the president, dude, it's been just nothing but buffoonery, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, and it was bad before that. So
Mhm.
like my question is, where do we go from here? Like I
how
feel like
about-
it's only gonna get worse.
How about we don't let fucking 13 to 21-year-olds decide who's the fucking president of the United States with such strong opinions on goddamn, they get on the goddamn internet, and you got some fucking I'm Coxonet, so I whatever. I support. Who gives a fuck who you support?
I agree.
You don't know who you should support. He doesn't even want to. I'm not saying putting this on. I don't even know what happened with that. But I'm just saying. And then you get these fucking these want to be young Republicans because they know they can feed into anti everything, and then people are going to watch even though they don't really believe it or know what the fuck they're talking about.
just pro money?
Yeah, it's just pro money.
Yeah,
You
like-
that'll feed your fucking pockets.
I don't know, dude. How can you genuinely believe in any of this shit at this point? Is my question. Like,
well,
it's crazy.
Only thing what we can hope is what they want so badly to take out, and you better hope it's a secret cabal controlling all this shit and keeping everything in check. That's what we need to hope right now.
Whatever it is, I just want it to be funny. Like I just want it to be something insane.
It's like we get bombed and then the Chinese come over and take over. He's like, but they wore like yellow hats.
Yeah, but they look fucking
cool,
dumb
man.
as shit.
Yeah,
like I can't take them serious.
Yeah, that's like the most pro tactical shit, but it's like it's ugly, and we're like fucking gay, dude.
No aura, dude. The Chinese army has no aura.
You guys might have won, but you know what I'm saying. At least we don't look
Still
like that.
Gay.
Gay as hell.
I
didn't mean to get him started. Hold on. He's about halfway through that cup. He's about to start letting it fly.
Sorry, I was just saying what y'all were
Brandon,
saying,
okay, could you put the cup up to them? Let me make sure they can see it.
All right.
Just show how big the cup is.
I'll show you what the
No,
sweet
just show it up. Just show it up like that, and show them to where you poured the full Jim Beam whiskey. Where'd you pour it up to?
This is how I poured the sweet tea up here.
No, let's be more honest than that, Brandon.
Right
You're
here?
at about half.
No,
this was
right
more
here.
of a 3/5 compromise.
That's literally it was like
right
that.
Right
That's an
sweet
insane.
tea.
That's an insane amount.
Yeah.
Well,
And then all I hear is JJ outside like, Brandon, what the fuck? And Brandon's like, is that a lot?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't even seen an alcoholic pour drink that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's a
That's not
lot
a
of
good
whiskey.
sign,
Where
is
you
it?
at right now? Just put it on the outside.
I'll show you.
Just put it on the outside. Just show them on the outside with
On
your
the
finger.
outside,
Yeah.
my finger. Hold on. We right about here.
This nigga fucked.
Like when I was doing my sizes as a kid.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good, man.
Brett,
Yeah.
this is gonna be another one of those one of the episodes we had to cut.
No. Wait. Why? Why?
You don't remember why we had to cut that episode?
Which episode?
The one where you ate the brownie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
I forgot.
And then you were drunk,
that was
right?
so long ago. I remember that.
And I wasn't sober. I don't remember what it was, but
I don't remember that
yeah,
either.
I just remember JJ say the next day he was like, "Hey man, about that episode," he was like, "I think it's better if we just shoot it again."
If I say that, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
And it was.
I don't remember. That's how I
don't
know.
remember
it
that
was
either.
bad.
That's surprising. I should remember that.
Well, because you were
Obliterated.
obliterated
Oh, yeah, I was
from
out there.
that, and you were fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
was-
what the fuck. Why everybody?
I think Maddie was here that time.
Yeah.
and she drove me home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was. She was.
It was
driving
like
on.
around Halloween,
Yeah.
and I had that prisoner costume on.
Yeah.
I
Oh
was
shit.
just like, you know what, dude? Let it rip, dude. Let's do it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
A lot of scrappy dudes.
And speaking of
about
alcoholics, dude,
Oh,
I have a
yeah.
bone to pick with somebody, dude.
Who?
And it's not you.
oh, okay.
Oh shit.
It's not you, Brandon.
Good.
This dude, Josh, bro.
Oh shit.
He told me he went to go watch the comedy show.
Yeah.
And he was talking shit about our basketball team.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Dude, it's all I've been thinking about since he told me he did that. Because he's a fucking alcoholic, dude. He got too drunk and he was like, dude, I got to apologize. And I'm like, for what? And then he told me this. It is true. I have not scored in the 2 games that we've played.
Man.
0.
I've
Damn.
gone 0 for 6. from the
Jesus
field.
Christ.
Damn.
It's been bad, but it's crazy. I've missed every shot in the same exact way.
It's okay.
Because I usually shoot short and pick up. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm going to put some extra behind it. It's hit the opposite side of the rim. Like, when you shoot over the rim and it hits the backboard and it just goes straight down?
Yeah.
Every time. 6 times that has happened.
Wow.
Josh was there. First of all, Josh was there with 2 baddies.
I don't remember. He said he was with somebody. I don't know who.
It was 4 people.
Yeah.
2 of them. I was like, all right, Josh. I didn't realize it was Josh until I got on stage.
Really?
And I was like, I looked over. I'm like, oh shit, that's Josh. But yeah, he was like, you should talk about how shitty JJ is at basketball.
Damn.
I was like, what?
Fucked
He was
up,
like,
man.
he's like, he hasn't scored a point.
Not a point.
The
dude.
entire-
It's
our
been
whole
bad,
season.
But I have dedicated my life to this recreational basketball team, dude.
Damn.
What's your guys' record though?
2-0 right now.
2-0, huh?
But we're
2-0.
playing the tougher teams this upcoming week, dude. We got a game against what is their team called, dude? Can't remember the team we played Tuesday, but Thursday we play a team called Giddy Up,
Giddy
like
up.
Josh Giddy.
Ooh.
I don't know how that got approved. We tried the Gooners, or like something Goon, and they denied it. But then they let us do Goon Squad.
Okay. At least you got Goon in there.
Yeah, we go 3-2-1 Goon before we play the game.
Damn.
That's awesome. That's a hoot. And it's you, Josh,
We got 12 people.
on the team?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, so you guys actually sub and do all
Yeah,
that shit.
we
And
got
it's
a
4
full
quarters?
team. Yeah, it's 2 20-minute halves. But they
Damn!
don't, they
Oh,
don't
y'all
stop
playing
the
a
clock.
game.
Yeah, no, it's like an organized league with the city of Madison.
Oh,
And,
shit.
I've only ever played pickup basketball. So like when the guy's shooting free throws, like they call a foul, I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to be at? I'm like, where are the guys on the TV at? And I'll walk over there and the ref will be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I'll be like, oh, where do I go? It's been bad, dude, but it's so fun.
There's usually a crowd out there?
Oh, oh my gosh, bro. So the first game I went, and there's 3 games. There's one at 6, one at 7, one at 8. And we had the 7 o'clock game. But there was a game before ours. I got there early to watch it. At halftime, I watched one of the dudes from the game go up, and it was his girlfriend in the stand. He was talking to her. Halftime's over. They start the game back. First, play of the game, dude takes it down, hits like a crazy, up in the air, switch the hand layup, like a crazy layup on this dude. And it was the dude who was talking to his girlfriend, the guy that got scored on, and I just saw her go like this. Put her head in her hands. And I was like, Maddie can never come to one of these games, dude. Damn. This can never fucking happen. He was actually good, played good defense on it. Dude just hit a tough layup, and I don't know where to go when they call the fouls. She cannot come to the game.
Damn, man.
Dude, that has to be the worst.
I mean, my heart broke for that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably the worst thing that could ever. That's up there with getting cucked, dude. That's neck and neck, to be honest. Getting scored on,
getting scored on,
and public humiliation. She has her head in her hands, dude.
And it's basketball, so they don't have helmets or anything like that on. It's not like football, hockey. This is they see you.
Yeah.
He was a white dude that had a bandana on, and he gets scored on in this fashion. He's one of those dudes that's super athletic. He's super athletic, has all the jumping, the strength, the speed, but just no coordination. No touch, no finesse.
It's
nothing.
so crazy how you can like that. You can have all the physical tools, be the fastest, be the strongest, and if your coordination isn't right, you're weaker than the weakest person.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to move your weight around.
Yeah, and it was just everything just looks like Larry Bird, but it doesn't work. It's just so stiff. It's bad, man.
Legend Larry.
True. Have they so have you ever had the ball smacked out of your hand when you try to do a layup or anything, or
in my life?
No, I'm talking about in this rec center thing, horrible blockings, and then your friend starts crying and stuff like that.
I haven't had that. Can't say that's happened yet.
What else are you gonna ask him that might have happened?
That was it. Just
you started crying.
No, it wasn't me.
I'm saying it's like JJ. You're asking him about it.
No, not me. I remember I had to support my friend because we were getting our ass beat. Or in the situation, getting your ass beat so bad that it's just bad.
Somebody was getting their ass beat,
and so nobody got emotional. It was like, what the hell's happening and stuff like that. And then you try to go in there, you're like, I got you, bro. And then you get the ball smacked out of your hand and shit every time, and then everybody's like, damn, man, this dude can't even fit the suit he got on, and call him a fat ass and shit like that.
I can't say that's happened yet, but we haven't got our jerseys yet.
Oh,
so
okay, cool,
maybe if I don't fit
in it. That was a 8th grade recreational basketball team I saw.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, that you just saw? You just went to
in 7th grade. You know, if I'm not gonna lie, I was on that.
I understand.
I was on that.
Brandon, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a feeling.
That's why I was always the water boy.
As long as you play
you
your
were water
role,
boy
man.
for a rec team?
No, I was I used to try every year, 5th grade through 8th grade.
Yeah.
To be on Chapman. I mean, my school.
Oh, the actual school though.
Yeah, and they'd always make me the water boy, and then they'd be like, "Well, some people just meant to be the water boy. You're the best water boy."
There's a movie about
But
it.
you were.
Man, they just thought I was special. Because that's what I feel like, man.
No, but they were they want you around though. They wanted your vibe around, right?
I didn't say nothing.
You're the glue guy.
I didn't. I know, but I didn't say. I would just hand them the water. I didn't say nothing.
That's all it takes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wanted to be on that team.
Dude, I suck so bad at basketball, right? And if you guys watched the year episode, it was that. First of all, I would like to say I did way better the first game that we didn't get to play.
No.
He's still on this. Dude.
No, but look, I've always sucked at basketball, but I could foul. I was a really good fouler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I
Some
would
people
argue
make careers off
exactly, and I would argue with them. I'd be like, "What are you talking about? I didn't foul you, but I clearly grabbed their arm and pulled it down whenever they're trying to go up for a layup." And then we had to play. Well, we were at the rec center, and this girl who was like, she was like the varsity, she was real good, tall white girl, and then she was like me and one of you guys versus the other two, and I was like, no, girls beating me, and not only did she, I was guarding her, and did she completely obliterate me? She blocked so many of my shots.
Damn.
Yeah.
So many.
Well, that's the thing. Like a WNBA star, they're beating probably anybody in the rec league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There might be one dude that could score a couple points.
Yeah, would there
You know
be
what I mean?
like 1-on-1?
Yeah.
Or like 2-on-2 or something like that? Because we were doing 2-on-2.
Yeah.
And then I was no help. And
Damn.
and we got beat. I mean, I think both of us, I can't remember who was on my team, but both of us, I think, scored 1 point.
Can we make this promise right now?
Mm-hmm.
If we ever get to a level of fame to make this happen, can we get a Caitlin Clark and Matthew Lumber one-on-one basketball game?
Because he thinks he can beat her.
I haven't asked him,
But he
I
does.
know he
I know he
truly
would say
believes
that
in his
too.
heart that he can.
It would be disrespectful to Clayton Clark to even participate in this, but
We'll have to
I
pay
would
her.
love to see it.
Me
We
too.
can probably pay her more than
the
WNBA game.
Probably could. Probably, hey,
Probably
if we save up for a couple months, we might be able to do it now.
Start a GoFundMe.
We don't even need it. I'm just saying, we just put our pay. If we take 10th of our paychecks out by the end of the year, we could have enough to.
Shit,
If we're just frugal, if we stop buying, if we just start getting a small coffee instead of a large.
But she's probably when she gets a contract signing, she's going to be the highest paid.
She's
Oh yeah.
yeah,
She should be.
yeah.
Like even if
she's the biggest draw.
exactly,
So, I mean-
that's what it's about. Like you talk about. You for that league, you need to give whoever the face of that fucking league is the most money and the most leeway.
Yeah.
And if she's going to be the face, I know they got people that's better than her probably. I think they said
She's not doing as good this season as she was last season.
Oh, okay. But she would destroy Matthew Lumber in a way that might make him suicidal.
This is the craziest thing, though, and Brandon will understand. Matthew Lumber said that he could beat up Rose Namajunas, like beat her in a
No
UFC
way.
fight.
No
The
way.
Rose with the
no
ball head.
way.
Yes.
No way. I'm
She's
sorry,
the
man.
champion
Come
of her
on, man. You
division.
can't-
In a fight, he's saying in like a UFC fight.
Yes.
Lumber, does he have any like sparring or
what I was
grappling?
trying to say
You
is,
can't do that. I'm sorry.
dude, you don't weigh that much more than she does.
Yeah.
And she is trained. Look at that.
Let's see the weight. Because
She's probably like she's
115, but still.
Screenshot that too.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
115. That's her fighting weight. Let's
She probably walks around at like 130, 135.
Yeah, at least if she still like trains and shit too. No, I'm just saying, just take a screenshot like we used to.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he would. How tall is she? Now the thing is, I understand what he's saying. He's saying 100. No way anybody 115 pounds can beat a grown man. But Lumbra should beat the shit out of him.
She's 5'5", so she's not super short.
Yeah.
She's like average height.
And if she catches like anybody who thinks they can, because like if you put her up against like a 250-pound 6'3" guy, even if he just knows how to fight, probably he's probably going, because you just hold her, you just hold her down. You know what I mean? But
She's taking him to the ground, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, she'll do a Low Smith single on him that will make his fucking goddamn eyes pop out of his head. He really said he could do it. He could beat her.
Yeah, this was a while ago, but yeah, he did say that.
They couldn't do it.
Control F5.
Thank you.
No, hold on. I'm sorry. Control
Command 5?
command Control 5. Never mind. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you. I'll save it afterwards.
Alex is not
We
here
got
today,
it.
so
We'll get it. Don't worry. I'll just keep it on there.
We don't have
We'll
anything.
open up. But yeah, he could beat this lady. Come
what do you
on.
think? What do you think?
There's no way in the world he could
Could you beat her?
Could I beat her?
Now you have grappling experience.
Yeah, but I'm
And
like,
I
but
think
she's a
UFC
world.
experience.
But my thing is, she's a world champion.
And he fought on television.
You did fight on television. We saw it.
Man, that was my first year ever. That was.
But
I don't
you were
even
on
count
TV.
that. On TV,
Dude,
man.
I went to state, never was on
I shouldn't
TV.
have been on TV. I shouldn't have been on TV.
But you got there.
Yeah, I did.
Doesn't matter what you should have been. You made that thing. You got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but my thing is, she's a world champion.
She's 115 pounds, 5'5", 115 pounds though. That does. You
well,
think you could beat her?
I mean, no. I'm
No.
I'm just gonna be fair and be like, yo, she was able to go up to the UFC, United Fight Championship, and do all that. So I'm like, I mean, I can't just sit here and say that. I mean, of course there is a weight advantage, so maybe I would have like we go rounds, but I'm like just the knowledge that she knows because I've seen dudes come into like an MMA gym that are small as hell and beat everybody. So I'm like that part and the people she went against, I don't know, man.
But you also said man. So,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's
she's
true.
gonna beat up. But if the weight difference is too vast, you know, anybody who knows how to fight or grapple it's going to be too much.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Like if she goes to the gym, she is going to roll up some people that think that they're hot shit and they're like maybe swole. Yeah, but I mean, it's going to get to a certain. It's you know.
Well, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the best in the world at what you do, like she's the best in the world at that weight class at professional mixed martial arts, which that's crazy to be the number one in the world. I think she's smart enough to just wear you down. She's gonna gas you out.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
cardio is 100% better than 99% of people on the planet.
Yeah.
So she's gonna hit you. You know, she's gonna let you swing on her and like gas yourself out. And then once you're tired, she's just gonna get your back and choke you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she would have to do. Because, I don't think any kind of Kimura or anything.
Lumbra, he's getting pieced up.
Yeah.
Lumber's getting fucked up.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Lumber is
Immediately.
I agree.
getting his ass beat.
But if she fights like, I don't know, Jake would also get fucking.
Oh, my God.
But he has fighting experience.
He does.
I'm still mad about that, Brandon. You
what?
said that he could take me.
Dude, I don't know now. Now I'm like, you
my
guys just gotta
favorite.
go. You guys just.
Brandon, no, just because we're gonna bring it back up. Just because you said it, I'm gonna wrestle you first.
All right.
Because I got to do it in weeks. Because I would hurt myself without a doubt. So yeah, but I'm gonna wrestle you first, and I'm going to absolutely destroy you.
Okay. Well,
And then I'm gonna stare at Jake the whole time I do it.
all right.
Or you could just take it back and say I could beat him, and I won't touch you.
I mean, dude, I'll always wrestle anybody, man. So we can do it.
To be fair, Jake did have an inner ear infection when you guys were having that conversation originally. So
yeah,
his
we
balance
Jake
was
out.
off. We all know that the ears control the balance. We all know that. That's why, you know, when you have headphones on, you can't walk straight. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But if you lost to Jake, imagine the shame. Imagine how people would.
JJ.
People, I'm just saying, F. I don't think it would happen.
No, I got
Let's
you.
be clear. But
Mhm.
let's
Yeah,
say
I don't
it,
think
hypothetically.
it
honestly,
did
I don't
happen.
Like
think it
O.J.
happened
Simpson, this is all hypothetical.
Dom,
I'm gonna be on your
I
side
would
too.
say,
I mean, be honest. Now that I think about it.
don't try to dig yourself out of this hole,
Yeah.
Brandon. I know you got
You
like
can just say it, and I won't.
Because my thing is, I'm like, I haven't seen Jake's past experience, so I don't know.
You said you did see Jake.
I mean, of course, once, but I mean, he tells me, he's like, yeah, I've done all this. So I'm like, I don't know what he can bring to the table. I don't know if he trained. Who knows? But
But
I mean, I guess
I
I give you
do.
that, man.
I know. But go ahead.
Let's just say he did win.
Yeah,
People would think so much less of you.
and they should.
Like,
If he beats me in any way, even if I go out there and I'm just warming up and I break my leg, I can still beat him. All right, this is what I'm saying. So if he beats me in any way, I will have no excuse. You might not see me anymore.
yeah.
I might not be on this earth anymore if Jake beats me in anything
Damn.
physically. In any besides
He
something like
was weight
shooting.
training in Charlie's garage. So he has been training.
I saw that video. Is that the video that I saw?
Yeah.
And he said,
I'm sorry.
and he blamed it on the
Inner ear
clips.
infection. Inner ear infection,
How
bad
much was he
clips,
lifting?
Didn't have clips on there.
rust on the bar.
Rust on the bar.
Um,
And he still tells people he did one.
he did one.
No, he literally went all. He's supposed to be doing curls. He went all the way down and like went like this and then went. That's not
He like
one.
went down clean and jerked.
Yeah,
Wait, what was the weight?
a curl.
What was the weight?
It was like 50 pounds.
Oh, fuck, I can't
I
defend you, man.
I think it was like 100 because
Was it
there
100?
50
Oh,
on
it was
each
100.
side.
It was 100 straight bar though.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It
That's
was
not.
the easy curl bar.
Damn,
Oh, was
man.
it?
It's
Oh, that's even
designed.
better.
It's designed to be curled.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, that's even better.
Damn, man, that's not good.
I think it was like a 10-pound bar with a 45 on each side.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 25s on each side because you see the one go down, the other go down.
Yeah. I tried to catch it, my dumb ass.
Damn.
That was bad.
And then the whole
Would've
time
been
he's just
bad.
looking straight up. Like he's just. he's like, no clips.
Damn, man.
It's like, well,
If you just
if you
cur-
can lift it, you don't need them.
You don't really need them.
Damn.
That's
Just
when
keep the
he
bar
was
straight.
we were drinking that
God.
sugar cane liqueur out of that water plastic bottle from Ecuador.
Yeah.
You remember
That
that?
wasn't bad.
It wasn't
That
bad.
was pretty good.
It was strong.
Yeah,
man.
Charlie knows some Ecuadorians.
Not surprised. They have, I think they're either 1 or 2 in average penis size for the country.
Who?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
What do you mean 1 and 2 average people?
They're either 1 or 2 on the average penis size by nation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
Brandon?
Wait, what is Ecuador?
What do you mean?
Country.
Oh, it's a country.
Yeah.
Let's search this up. Ecuador. How you spell that?
ECUADOR.
What's that?
All
Don't
right.
worry about it, man.
Okay.
They're South American.
So South America.
Ecuador?
You know why they're called Ecuador?
What did you think? Hold on, Brandon. What did you think it was?
I don't know, man. I never heard this.
Because he's talking about. I'm just thinking in Brandon's mind because you were talking about 1 or 2 biggest penis sizes
In the world.
Yeah, and then
One
he was
person.
like, "What's an Ecuador?"
So
Did you think it was an animal?
I don't know.
We go more towards
yeah,
animal?
No, when you said Ecuador, I was like, okay, so Ecuador guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Oh,
Ecuadorian.
okay. So it's a whole country. Okay,
yeah,
so
the whole one.
So they got average sizes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
They got the biggest average.
They got
so
the biggest
they
average?
measure all their dicks, and they're like, "Oh, these guys are packing pretty much." So you can go there and have as much fun as you want.
So everybody comes together and just measures their junk.
Yeah,
But every country was in this
Yeah.
survey. Or,
we
every country
have
ones that
one too,
matter.
and our average is what is it?
Marginally lower than
Let's
this.
see. So you want me to search up the average United States junk size?
Just look up average penis size.
Get that
by
off the
country.
thing.
Which one? Oh yeah, not now.
Yeah, average American penis size.
Or average penis size by country.
Okay, there you
That
go.
way
Oh.
we can compare the stats.
Yeah.
Average. Okay, penis size by country. Oops.
Don't act like you haven't looked this up before, Brandon, when you're planning vacations.
Let's see. Wow, they got a whole chart right here.
Let's
Let's
see
get the
what.
banana
Let's click
chart.
on the banana chart.
And tell me Ecuador isn't up there, dude. And
Okay,
I'll
let's
tell you
see.
you're a liar.
Yeah, where is Ecuador at?
It's probably at
Towards
the top.
No, so the top is what's that? Cameroon.
What's
Makes
after that?
It says 6.56 inches. Okay, I think.
I should move there.
Yeah, I'm like, we fucking beat this.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Click
see.
on that other one and zoom in.
Yeah, which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to find one that proves his point.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm telling
okay,
you.
see,
Just go penis size by country
Thank
225.
you. Yeah, let's do that. This is way simpler.
Well, I might not have the update.
Okay, let's go down here. So
There it is, dude. Ecuador, number 3.
Ecuador number 3.
6.9.
I think we beat
Who
that.
is number 1? Congo.
Yeah.
They've been through a lot. They
But
need
look,
it.
all
Hold on,
5 are African countries except Ecuador. Why? We need the science behind this. What's going on in Ecuador?
Ooh.
You guys think we beat this?
Who, us?
Yes, us three.
Can we beat? See, I hope so. We could beat 6.9 between all of us.
Thank you. Thank you. We could beat
The
this.
average.
I think we got more.
Where's
than this.
go down and see America?
Yeah, let's see where
I can't
America's
believe
at.
Congo just laying. They average 7 inches. God damn.
Dude, why is
Yeah,
America
that's
so low, man? I can't even
Preservatives.
keep going down.
Microplastics.
Wait, okay, so United States.
5.6. See, that's the average I was there.
See, we
I've
beat,
heard of.
so that means we're all above average, right?
Yeah, dude, Brandon, you been looking
What
at?
kind of Diddy question?
Yeah.
is this,
No, I'm
dude?
not saying about y'all. I was
That
just
we should have
saying-
skipped that I didn't know about.
No, I was just saying I know me. I was talking about y'all. Like, we all,
Well, you know where yours is at.
I got to redo it, but I know it's more than that.
I'll
Yeah,
have to I'll have to update it for the 2025 census.
Thank you.
yeah. Mine's more than this.
Thank you.
How about much?
All of us.
I'm not saying it's that much, but it's average.
It's in the ballpark.
Thank you, man. We're up in the top 5, I guess.
Top 5%.
Right? We're all in top 5.
Yeah, I will say when I had to shower with men, when I had to shower with men.
You have to sometimes.
You have
Yeah,
to.
I had to
You're about
also.
to have to when you go to the
I already
security
did
guard.
in wrestling. I had to.
Oh, we didn't. You didn't just go home and take a shower?
No, I mean the camp. They make us all take to get showered together. I remember a dude got mad at me for not taking a shower. Everybody, I'll be the last dude. He
Well,
was
you
like,
had to stay there overnight and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah. And then
yeah,
he was like,
you
"Hey,
need
why,
to,
why
'cause
you
you
want to
get-
be?" He's like, "Why you want to be the last one? Why you want to wait till everybody
What are you,
leave?"
gay?
know? Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want nobody to see my junk, man. And he's like, "Why? What's wrong with that?"
Was he naked while he was talking to you?
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
37
fuck up,
years
Brandon.
old?
Like, dude, they had their robes and they took it off and they were getting ready to go in the shower.
He's
This had
talking
to
to
have
you
been a
while he's
white
butt
dude.
naked.
I know,
Had to have been a
yeah.
white guy.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Why was he talking to you butt naked?
I don't know why.
I never get that in
Were you
showers.
the same age?
Yes.
Okay, he wasn't a coach.
Oh no, but the coaches were offering me to go in there because they're like, "Yo, man, since you're uncomfortable, if you want to go in,
You want to use our shower.
if you want to use our shower, you come on in there, man. I mean, if you're uncomfortable,
the water is fine.
they're like, it'd be better for you."
Maybe they were just trying to be a good guy. They
Yeah,
just see
see
you,
what I mean? They were
or
just
maybe
good.
they were just
We
trying
can
to.
hope.
Yeah, I mean, they're good people. I almost accepted
Glass
it.
half full guy.
Week was almost over though, so I was like, "Nah, it's okay." I mean, if it was longer, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because why not?
Why not? What?
I would say, why not go in there, man? I mean, shit.
Did you see an absolute rod while you were in there?
I wasn't looking. I made sure I looked straight.
No, but see, this is the thing.
But we had one dude
Uh-huh.
that he would come in there. So he was the most homophobic dude in there, right?
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Man, fuck gay people." He would say, "That's not my words, that's his words."
Mhm.
But whenever you go in there, you do the weirdest shit. Like you do helicopters in the mirror in front of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was clearly gay.
Oh yeah,
Anybody
clearly.
who's
But
like-
he said he wasn't.
No, he
Yeah.
was. He was.
I don't
He
know.
was
Anybody
not-
who's like, "Fuck gay people," like, what are you so mad about?
Yeah.
What could make you so mad that two guys are fucking that you're like, I can't
Dude,
take
I fucking
this.
hate pickleball, dude.
That's none of our
Fucking hate
business,
it.
man. Pickle away.
I hate tapered pants. Fucking hate them.
He hates you because he looks at it. That's why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But
That's why you don't like them.
What? No, I don't look at him.
back to seeing that. But sometimes you can't help if they have a fucking rod on them. It stands out
Oh yeah,
because you don't know. Like when you're in the shower, I don't remember noticing anybody else's dick. I can't put the memory right now. Besides one guy,
really.
it was something. It was a marvel.
Really?
I mean, I was like, it can't be used.
Yeah, that's novelty.
It's one of those, like,
novelty only.
Yeah, like there's no way a girl looks at that and doesn't get scared, or a guy, whatever. It's, and if it's a guy, his poor asshole.
I would just like to say when I said Brandon,
Huh?
when I was like, Brandon, you hate gay people. That's why you look at it. He said, I don't look at it.
I don't hate.
Can we
gay
get a rewind?
He did not
No, no.
at all deny the
No, I
first
don't.
accusation.
I love everybody. I love everybody.
It's like, Brandon,
man.
you hate gay people. That's why you look at dicks. He's like, I do not look at them.
Man, I love everybody. I love everybody.
With zero hesitation.
I didn't catch that. We got to run that back. I hope we
Well,
get
if
a
y'all
rewind.
run it back, I love everybody.
Please
yeah.
make a montage of Brandon saying homophobic
You can do whatever you
things.
want.
Or being uncomfortable about gays.
You can do whatever you want.
Brandon,
That'd be
Well,
gay.
to extent. I mean,
What?
Yeah.
you can't mess with. You can't do illegal shit.
what's illegal?
I guess. Man, let me think. What is illegal? There's
What were
a
you
lot of
thinking?
illegal-
What was in your, just first thing pops to your head? What
I
you
was
thinking?
like, because as I'm saying, you can do whatever you want. No, I mean, there's a lot of legal stuff you can't do. Like, you can't mess with people younger. Don't do that, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that's
illegal.
bad.
You're gonna go to jail.
Sure.
Don't
That's
mess with
one.
animals. Don't
Yeah.
fuck animals.
You can't do that.
I guess don't go to the supermarket and fuck everything in there like equipment, fruit.
The fruit equipment.
Okay, you've seen that,
Not yet.
but you're done.
Yeah, I am done. I missed out on that. Side.
Hell
Go
yeah,
tell
dude.
go tell Publix right here.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. I want to stay on good standards with
No,
you.
you don't. Not somebody who paid you that amount for so long, and they knew what they were doing, and you were a loyal worker, and you did everything for
Yeah.
them, and they didn't want to give you the appropriate rates, which your new job is.
Yeah.
And they treating you like the person that you are.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they had a preconceived notion about you, and they just wanted to keep that. But you grew up, and now you're a man,
Yes, I am.
and you take care of fucking business.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Take
damn
care of
right.
business.
Let's do a
Proud
shot.
of
Come
you,
on, JJ,
man.
let's do a shot.
You gotta do a shot. There you go.
Come on, we gotta do a shot for
For
Brandon.
business?
I'll do a shot.
For Brandon, hey,
Brandon,
yeah.
I think you should do one.
You
Yeah.
sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Why not?
Let's all do it.
I don't know about that.
Brandon, I think you should do one of these, man.
Do a shot.
No, you didn't have to.
Damn.
The first
Look
part.
how perfect that is.
The first
dude.
part. All right, go ahead. Get
That's
you.
like me giving you a shot.
You still got some in there?
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
Wow. Look at that.
JJ, is that the? Did you bring? Are you doing 2 different shot glasses?
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's the one you had first time.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even want to click it. It's 2. That it.
Oh, wow. You got stuff pouring.
Don't worry about it. Just got to get a security deposit back.
Shot.
Would it be a baller?
What a
Shot
rush.
caller?
Man, speaking of, that was a wrestling mark, man. You guys see that they released R-Truth for a second?
No.
But then they brought him back because everybody was so mad. Everybody on the line went crazy.
I thought he was the new John Cena.
He was, but guess what? They released him, and nobody was putting up with that. Everybody in the wrestling community was like, nah, man, you better bring back Ron Killings. And they brought him back. And he whooped John Cena's ass.
He did?
Yeah, he did. Because,
R-Truth?
Yeah, well, he's not R-Truth now. He's Ron Killings now. But they brought him back. Because nobody was happy about that. Even I was sad. Because I remember, dude, I gave R-Truth like a hug or a handshake, man, in real life.
Really?
Yeah, in 2011. I remember it. Because he came up to me and I was like, dude, you the best, man. He was like, hell yeah. When he was with Kofi Kingston, he had the championship, so I did that. And then, funny, my friend, you remember Nathan?
Oh, yeah. Remember, can't forget him.
Dude, I gave him that shit. Then my friend was like, yeah. And he just walked straight past Nathan. I was like, hell yeah. And then Kelly came up, gave me a hug. I had to give her a hug.
Kelly.
Remember Kelly? You remember Kelly?
Look up Kelly.
I'll show you Kelly.
Make sure you keep all of this stuff.
Oh, yeah, let's keep that up. We'll screenshot it.
So you can get this.
But I'll show you.
This is an important one, Dom.
Yes.
Kelly?
She actually gave me a hug as a child. I was very excited.
I have never even heard of her.
Well, let me show you. She was
my
one of
God.
the divas
That's what I'm
from
saying, dude.
WWE.
She's not no. Hold on. Click on the one
That's
in the
why
red.
I brought this up.
You said the red right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember
Save
she came
that
up.
picture.
And dude, I was like, oh, man.
Oh,
I still
wow.
remember that hug. 2012.
Oh, my. Why
I
is she?
thought the world was going to end.
Man.
Oh, go to the one where she's standing up and you can see her backside.
Right here?
Mm-hmm. Okay. She got a little draw back there.
Yeah, it's back in the day, man. Before I was old.
Back in
Damn,
the
she's
day.
like hot. She reminds me of Tori Wilson.
Yeah, this was like Tori Wilson.
Did you meet any other wrestlers?
I mean, I saw a lot of wrestlers.
You've met a lot of famous
seen-
They all get to go to. No, I'm saying they do that. You get special tickets whenever you get to. You don't.
Huh?
How'd you get there?
Oh, this was like when I was like 11 or 10.
Yeah, and y'all had the pro. Who?
My mom paid for it because of my birthday.
Oh,
so I just
okay.
Pulled up.
But who funded her?
Who funded her? Herself. Yeah, she
Oh.
was like, "Fuck it, this is birthday."
Oh hell yeah!
And my friend tried to ruin it. And
Why?
Oh well, because he was like, man, 2011. He was like, oh, I got wrestling tickets. You know what? I ain't gonna go, bro. And I was like, what? You ain't gonna go? He's like, nah, I'm just kidding, man. I was just fucking with you. I'm gonna go. And I was like, you gonna go? He's like, nah, I'm not gonna go. He kept doing that shit. You know who it is, man. It's Nathan, my bro.
Well, but hold on. I thought you had the tickets.
Oh yeah, I had the tickets, but it's a different time, man. I wanted him to go.
Oh yeah. No, you just saying you wanted your friend to go. He almost ruined it from not
and they
going.
was like, man, I'm gonna joke around, act like I ain't gonna go.
I could see him doing that.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
fooling.
It's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good
a
hearted
good goof.
gag,
That's not a
yeah.
good goof.
That's a
man.
good goof.
I was really mad, man. I was a dumb kid. I was so mad.
Nah, you weren't dumb. You're just special.
No, yeah. I mean, we had a little special. I was smart.
Hmm.
I mean, they wanted me to draw straight lines, but I was smart. And then we went to go see this. I saw a lot of people. I saw, what was it? I think I saw CM
That was very
Punk.
powerful.
That is very powerful.
I think I saw John Cena, too.
Scoot up a little bit, bro.
Yeah. I think I saw John Cena, too.
You saw John Cena?
I think I did. It was so long ago. I know I saw CM
Man,
Punk.
that was a pretty star-studded fucking.
But that was because I was like at the time where they were out. Because now Roman Reigns is out. I saw him and Drew McIntyre. Tensai. You remember Tensai?
I have no idea.
You remember what was his name? When you see him, you're gonna be like, I remember him.
We've lost him.
Yeah, we're full in.
I like how he said
Remember him?
They wanted me to
Hold
draw in
on,
straight
that is
lines.
Prince Albert, and that's,
yeah.
This is whenever I say somebody looks like Prince Albert, this is who I'm talking
This is
about.
when he became Japanese. They made him Japanese.
You shut your
They
mouth
can't
right
just
now.
make
They
somebody
did.
Japanese.
They did. Like he was started. They made him speak Japanese.
Make sure you saving these pictures, bro.
I will,
because
but
this
we
was
need
only like
the
10
people to
years ago.
see.
Yeah, this is Albert, but they made Albert Japanese, and he was
You
with
can't make somebody Japanese just
I
'cause
know you
give them
can't, but
sharp
it's
facial
WWE.
hair.
and he was teamed up with Brodus Clay. You remember Brodus Clay when he would have Naomi and
Yeah, I actually
cheerleader,
do.
and they'd be like, "Somebody call your mama," and they do that song.
I actually do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I saw
fucking
R
crazy.
Truth and Kofi Kingston when they do SOS.
I do like how he said they wanted me to draw in straight lines, but I was smart
This is true.
and I went outside the lines. So what'd you draw? Like a
No, they just made me do a little sentence and be like, "Can you get on the straight line without making it
Oh.
float?"
Could you?
I don't remember, man. It was 10 years ago.
he remembers.
Hold on, Brandon.
He remembers.
10 years?
Let's see.
That means you were 12?
No, let's rephrase that because I am 22 now, so 12 years.
So you were 10 years old when they were making you draw?
Yeah, because it was like 2013, 20. Hold on, what grade was I in 2012?
Well, that would be.
Because I think it was like
14
fourth
years.
grade.
Or
Fourth
12
grade.
years ago. Hold
'Cause
on.
I remember it was like
It's
2011.
2025,
Guys,
13 years
numbers
ago.
have never been
Yeah.
our thing.
So let's see. So it's 2025, 10 years ago. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14 years ago. Let's do better. 14 or 13
Let's make
years
it better.
ago.
Yeah.
Forgetting how old we are.
But you were 10.
Yeah, I was a kid, and they were like, "Can you draw on a straight line?" They make you read to the old guy.
What'd you read to him?
I forgot. He just gave me a sentence. He's like, "Read this." Pulled me out of class and everything.
The old guy?
Oh well, I mean the institution would do that, or what do they call it? The special ed,
Not needs.
not needs.
Oh, you didn't. That needs was the year
Nah, man,
before.
dude, no, needs was never in the picture, man.
You were never needs.
No, never needs, man. You know
Okay.
what needs is, man. You got the
He
the-
called
you-
it the institution.
needs. You get a little escort. You get the bus. I never had the bus.
Oh, okay. You had the escort?
No, man. I just pulled up class.
You had a buddy,
What do you mean? Like what?
like just a helper.
We call them battle buddies.
Oh
in the
well, I
Army.
mean, you had a teacher that would sit in the back and watch you.
Mm.
Make sure you do your test right.
Did you switch classrooms?
Yes, I mean,
No,
what do
that's
you-
good because I know friends that we had did not switch classrooms.
Like I would have to go to a different class one period and come back. And then they give you extra time, and they make you read like a little a reading program or something.
Hello. So you would go like, this is high school, right?
Oh no, I'm talking about
Oh.
elementary.
This is
Now,
elementary.
now in high school, I would have to go to one class,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that one class, you'd have to just go to every other class.
Oh, so you went to classes the regular people went to.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
every other class, but the first class, special ed.
What are you doing, dude?
Well,
He said every other class.
yeah, I mean, you had one class you'd have to go in there and they'd be like, "You got any extra work? Get that done." And you just get that done. And I mean, there was some.
Could you
people-
be late?
Could you be late?
Because like you're saying you get extra time, so it couldn't be the same periods as everybody else because that would throw off the time, right?
Oh no, you get extra time with tests.
Oh, so they'd get somebody else to come watch you do a test.
So you were like later, they were like, "We can't get mad at this guy. Like, just let him take his time."
Oh, okay. So like if the bell rung, you would just keep on going.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I'm trying to pass.
Mm-hmm.
So they understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
and
special
thankfully,
needs, not special ed.
no,
That's
that's
special
special
ed.
ed. That's special
Oh,
ed.
yeah, that's what I meant.
That's special
Special
need.
ed's not
Special
nothing
need,
new.
you get equipment. You get equipment.
What kind of?
Yeah, you know what equipment. We all know. You get an escort like a bus that picks you up.
A
Yeah,
helmet?
but that's not
You get a
equipment.
helmet.
No, you stop it.
What? That's not equipment.
They get helmet. You for real?
No, I'm talking about not me. What you talking about me?
Not Ed.
No, I got
Me.
you. I got you.
Oh,
what are
no.
you saying? They
So
that
special
for real?
need- special needs is people that really. With
No, I get what they are, but I just
me,
say.
me, we're no. I mean, not. Okay,
Did
no,
they
we're
have
not.
helmet?
Yeah,
the
did they
needs
have? I'm
helmet?
really curious if they had helmets or not. Because I know especially
And what
that we
kind
didn't
of helmet?
we didn't
Special
have
ed.
anybody with a helmet on.
No, we didn't get no helmets, especially. I mean, there would be some
Assistive technology.
assistive
Yeah.
technology. I mean, there would be like, yeah, because we'd be in the class. Of course, I mean, some people would need to be in class, but I would always be like, I don't need to be in this class.
You were number
like
one.
I was always
You're number
mad.
one of
I
your
was always
class.
I was like I don't need to be in here, and they're like, yes, you do, and I'm like, no, I don't.
Did you finish number 1 in your class?
He's on the bar. I don't belong in here.
That was me the whole time. Like I used to like that's like.
But you liked the candy that they had. Because I did.
Wait, so you were in there?
Well, just to deliver equipment.
I mean, sometimes you get candy. And you get toys. But that was like in elementary class.
Yeah, we had a treasure chest in the first grade.
Man.
That was fire. If
No,
you
I'm
had
talking about
like
after first grade.
He realized he dug himself in a hole right there.
I did. Because that was like
dude.
until third
You
grade.
know what was fire, though? At the dentist office.
What?
Did you get to pick a toy at the dentist office?
Yes. Where did you go? To Vital Smiles?
I don't think so. But it was just like a pediatric dentist office, and they let you pick. And I would always pick that fake plastic ninja sword.
Mm-hmm.
I would always have it for like a day, and then my grandma would take it away from me.
Hold on. What are you talking about at the dentist office? You got toys?
Yeah,
You
like
got to pick a
treasure
toy
chest.
afterwards.
When did you stop going to that dentist office? How old were you?
I'm 13, maybe?
Oh,
12,
damn.
13.
How are you?
Dude, I was...
He went 6 months ago.
Dude, we're going to be honest. I was like 18.
Well, it happens, man.
So
It's
it's just
okay,
a dentist office, pediatric?
Kids dentist.
Okay,
Yeah, you get toys and stuff.
But the kids dentist I went to was sick, bro. They had like a fake UFO inside of there, but it's a playground thing.
Ooh.
They had a PS2
What?
with
Damn.
Spyro, Lego Star Wars, some racing game,
Mm.
and then you got to pick a toy at the end.
Color me interested.
That was
Yeah,
before.
me
That was
too.
before the .com bubble wiped my family out.
Damn. Wait, where did you go at?
I think it was. I can't remember, dude. But they had a rocket ship as the sign outside. It's like North Alabama or Rocket City something.
Huh.
I can picture it clear as day, dude. It was the sickest fucking place.
Wow.
They still got an indoor playground in there. Not that I frequent.
I feel like we went to the same one. Was it near Little Caesars?
I have a nephew. He's 7. It was not near a Little Caesars,
Oh.
man. I will never be within 5 miles of a Little
Well,
Caesars.
you don't like Little Caesars?
It's trash
Not that I have a
pizza.
problem with it. It's just that the fear of my life.
What? Come on, man.
They-
Little Caesars. I mean, if you're like, oh, it's good for $5, that still doesn't mean it's good though.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it's good.
You don't like
You-
the pretzel?
Their crazy bread is good.
I know.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
amazing. What about the pretzel, though? You guys don't like the
I don't
pretzel?
know.
We're not
burger?
on board with the pretzel.
Pretzel
What
pizza?
pretzel? What
I
pizza?
don't-
Yeah, the
I've never-
pretzel pizza.
We're
With the
not on
cheese
board
sauce.
with that.
I don't know if I've ever had
Pizzas
that.
are supposed to have cheese on them.
I know.
If you have
Yeah.
a pizza that doesn't have cheese on it,
Get the
you need to leave.
We need to talk about this. Fucking Chandler, the one who we're doing the Mego. You know Chandler. You met him?
I haven't met him. I've seen imagery.
You seen him? Okay, you met Chandler.
Yeah.
And then so Chandler came in today, brought his lunch, and I looked over there and I thought it was pizza, but then I seen penne pasta on it, and it's a penne pasta pizza.
Sounds terrible.
Why?
CC's Pizza has a macaroni and cheese pizza.
I know I can understand the novelty of it, but it's just because you can
It's
grab
not
one little
good.
slice. I bet
Sounds
it's.
interesting.
Why
It's
would
not
you
good.
want more Is more bread and pasta on top of a fucking bread?
You're just like the opposite of health maxing. You
Yeah.
know, you're just trying to speed run death.
And no meat on it, dude.
That
That's what
actually
pissed me
kind of
off.
looks good.
It is
I would
very
try
good.
that.
It
Is that cheese inside the crust?
Yes. It's extra cheese
Pretzel
sauce.
stuff. Now
no
this
marinara.
is some, now Brandon, this is like when they show you a picture of a Dodge concept car that never actually fucking gets released. I don't believe that this is real.
Yeah, the real
stuffed
picture.
crust, stuffed pretzel crust, dude.
And that's probably like Velveeta cheese on there, right?
Yes. I've had
I'm
this
not-
all
I'm
for
not
my
mad at
life.
that.
I've had this I grew up with this. This is very good.
So hungry now.
It is
Yeah,
so
dude,
good.
I'm hungry as
I want
shit,
this
too.
so bad now.
As you can see, I just got off work. I think that's a toothpaste stain that never came out.
It's the color of toothpaste. I hope none of your bodily fluids are that color.
Dude, I tell you, I just got back from the doctor yesterday on Friday.
Are you gonna make it?
I have to go to general surgery, but
For real?
yeah, because they finally looked at the asshole. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? Thank you for attempting to. And then
Anytime, man.
We
I
appreciate
try.
your service.
So-
Support my friends.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time anybody has ever looked, including myself. I've never seen my asshole,
Yeah.
even through all this trauma it's been through. And then so I'm telling him about.
let's get started.
All right,
Keeping it privacy.
so nothing's changed. We didn't cut or anything. She gave me a foam, right? She's like, it's supposed to numb you, and it's supposed to help out and make them smaller or whatever. And then so I'm like, bet. And I go up to the pharmacy and I'm just checking to see if you got any of this here, because if they got it there, they don't have to mail it to you. And then so he's like, oh, we should have some of this. And he went back. He was like, oh, sorry, we don't have it. We can mail it to you. He's like, are you going in for surgery? And I was like, no, this is just. He was like, oh, you just have the hemorrhoid. And this is in the pharmacy. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, actually I do. I was like, do you think it'll get here for Wednesday? And he was like, I hope so. But he was like, but there's some things that you can get. There's some things that you can get over the counter. And I was like, I've tried everything. I've spent at least minimum $300. I think I spent more. Probably more, because I spend like $50 a week on more than that. I mean, $50 every 2 weeks. Those fucking.
That's a percentage.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's so much. And then and she was like, you don't have to suffer like this. I told her it's been going on for like 3 months. I went to urgent care and I was just waiting for my next 6-month appointment. And she was like, you don't have to suffer, just hit us up. And I was like, I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, so hopefully this whole thing will be gone.
I wonder, like, if you have you ever had the Oragel?
Mm-hmm.
Where you put it, like, if your teeth or your gums are hurting, you like rub it on there.
Yeah,
it's benzocaine or whatever.
They got it for you, asshole. It's a spray.
Really?
Yeah, the spray does work. It burns a little bit.
I would too.
It burns
How
a
much?
little bit. Huh?
How much?
It's expensive, dude. It's like $20.
Damn.
But it does last longer.
How many fluid ounces would you say?
6.9.
What's it
It's not a
called,
lot.
though?
No, huh?
What's it called?
Like you go where the Preparation H is, and it's the Preparation H spray.
You go to the
Instead of
asshole ointment section?
Because I might
Dude,
need this, man.
when you go to Walmart, all the asshole shit is right by the fucking
Condoms.
pharmacy line. So where they line up. So I have to, you know what I'm saying?
It's a humiliation.
Yeah,
ritual,
I have to
dude.
say, excuse me.
Fuck
I have
that.
to jump in here, and then I have to look and see which one I want, because I've tried so many. I'm like trying something new this time.
Yeah. Isn't that where they put the condoms too, sadly? And then they lock it up, so you got to go up there and get people.
To get condoms?
Yeah, and then ask everybody, be like, hey, man, can you come up here and open? I mean, I don't give a fuck, because I'm like, this is their job, so I go up there proudly and be like, hey, man, can you open up these condoms?
Yeah, I don't
care.
I think it's interesting, like, the condom section. It's always called something different. And it's always, like, some, like, very nice name. Like family planning.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, like, personal intimacy.
And it is.
It's just like, that's weird for like a plastic bag that you come in to be called family planning. It's just weird.
But it's very
It's just
important.
condoms. Just say, like, the bread section isn't the fucking,
Yeast.
it's bread.
It's not the yeast
Let's say
rising
risen
section.
yeast.
Yeah.
Risen yeast that surrounds, meat and cheese. It's fucking bread, dude. Just call it the condom section. Call it condoms, lube, and more.
I mean, I kind of like that, because it's like with bread, man, you can eat bread, but you're not gonna make a.
You're not going to eat a condom. You're right.
Exactly. You're not gonna
about
make
that.
a whole different. Like, bread ain't gonna come out your thing and be like, oh shit, I'm your kid,
Yeah, bread. You're not going to. If you come bread, you have a level of diabetes that is.
Pats.
You're Pat Grice.
Oh wow, yeah.
Dude, me and Branden had his first show back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Brad.
Yeah, on Friday.
On Friday, it was a M. Show at the tap room. And let's say it was a rough crowd.
Yeah.
So Money G gets up there. He's like, first of all, we get there. I get there like 7:35, and I'm like, man, it's a little late, but it starts at 8. And then I get there. Brandon's the only one there in line, and M. not there yet. And so he gets there about 7:50. And then
Shows at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, we're gonna wait for Money G. Because he was going to do 5, and then Brandon was going to do 10. I do 15, and then Dan's headline is going to do 20 plus. He's like, you're the headliner. You can do as much as you want. Money G gets in there as 4 whites older, right? 1 female, and then Athena, and then her 2 friends, and who were younger.
Yep.
Same
age.
Same age as who?
Same age as us.
Really?
Yeah.
They
were.
look like children.
I know they did, but dude, they were the same age.
They look like They just looked like kids. I thought they were just there illegally, and they were gonna let it ride because they were buying water too. I was just like they just wanted to see the show.
Ooh, yeah.
So Money G goes up there. Let's just say they don't find it funny.
Money G was wild.
Money G was wild, and
tried to take my wife.
That's crazy.
He did.
He said, a bitch got good pussy if she got roaches. And he was like, if you ain't got no roaches, you ain't got no good pussy. And he looked at that thing, he was like, you got roaches, and then he's talking about sucking dick or something, right? Yeah. And then he was like, talking about whose dick you suck, and then Brad's like, hey,
I rolled up.
That's me.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. That's funny.
And then so that was funny. And then Brandon gets up there, and let's just say he was sweating profusely.
Oh man, I was sweating so bad.
And it was like because in my mind, like M. Dot went up there, and I was like, maybe they've seen M. Dot before. He's doing it. But he's hosting. It's hard to host. So then Money G comes up there. I'm like, maybe they just don't like Money G. They're doing like hood material. They know nothing about the hood. And then Brandon gets up. I'm like, Brandon, you go smash this, because I'm thinking they're gonna. It's a nice difference. You know what I'm saying, from going from them to Brandon, and they weren't on board.
Yeah, I was trying. I was putting everything in there.
He was giving it.
It was like that was the first time I ever had to say in my life, what's the time?
He said, he said, what's the time? M. Dot said, you get off now. He said, all right.
Thank you. I was like, all right.
How many minutes did you do out of the 10?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
He did like 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you powered through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I did. I was like, fuck it. We just gonna have to push through this. We gonna have to push through it.
So then I was like, I look at Dad. I was like, don't worry about it, man. Look, I said, don't worry about it, man. I would get them back for you. I proceeded to bomb for 15 minutes. And then I was sweating as bad as Brandon usually sweats.
Oh yeah.
I was trying. I was like, all right. They don't like I knew when I do my opener, and they laughed at the move my titty to they laughed at move my titty to the side. And I was like, okay, I might get. First of all, no, what I did, I was like, all right. They clearly don't like this show, and I know they don't like the show because the woman looked at her husband, and she was like, I want to go, and he was like, no. And then she left to the bathroom and then came back. So I'm like, oh my God. So they're not liking it. So I'm going to address it. I'm going to be like, it's been a wild night tonight, right? You guys learned about roach pussy, and Brandon got cucked right in front of us. Just trying to make a joke. And then they look just like this. I still, right now, when I close my eyes, I can see the white in their eyes with the way they were staring at us.
Me too.
Dude. And it was so bad. And then it was so bad, like I got to a joke. I was like in the middle. I was like, you guys aren't liking this. I'm going off script. And I just started trying to talk. And then he talked about something, and he was like, I'm older, and I have a bit about getting older. I'm like, you older? I'm like, yeah, getting older. I do the older bit. Nothing. I mean,
you guys
nothing.
aren't liking my tested material?
Yeah.
Let me try something that has never worked.
Yes. And it didn't. And I'm talking about bombed hard, and it was painful. It was like whenever you were at St. Stephen's. That same feeling
that might have been the worst show of all time.
Dude,
for me, that was my 9/11.
Yes,
that was.
I felt
cold sweat.
That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, this is what JJ felt, because I probably bombed harder, but it was like. The thing it was a different way of bombing. Like it was just like nothing was working. And then Dan got up there. I went outside, smoked a cigarette. I come back in. I'm like, Brandon, how's he doing? Brandon, Brandon's like, he's doing all right. But then I start watching him, and Dan did the best of all of us for sure. Yeah. But it still it was a rough crowd.
We all ate ass, man.
And was it better or worse than the Pulaski crowd?
Same people. That Pulaski had more people.
It was kind of worse.
Cody Mack's family.
I felt bad.
But and then how I know how bad of a bomb this was. So I'm outside smoking. I'm trying to smoke by myself. And the owner's out there, and then she's like, oh, and then she says, when I walked inside, she was like, oh, you did good. And I was like, clearly you're lying. And I was like, no, I didn't. So I go back in there, and then we go outside. I go outside. They're talking. Dan's talking to the people, and Brandon's standing next to him. I go outside. I'm like smoking a cigarette, and then her friend from the bar next door, like a waitress, she comes over and she's like, "Oh, like complaining about a job, cute too." And then she was like, "Well, so what about you? Like, how was the show?" And the owner says, "Change the subject." It's just me, her, and the owner. And I've never felt more embarrassed in my life. She said, listen to me, JJ. She said, in front of my face, she said, change the subject.
And that was the nicest
nicest thing that she could have did, and I just
that hurts, man.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
it makes me because like the time before that when I headlined, I think you were there for that one, right?
Yeah, you did good.
It was,
I remember that.
It was the longest I've ever did, 27 minutes, and I was it was rolling so good. I'm like, and Dan, same thing because we went. Did you go to this first one? The first one they had?
I think I was there. I've been to a few at that.
Yeah, and Dan did. Dan was even like, he was like, I listened to the tape, to get from last time, and he was like, man, I had him rolling. He's like, I didn't realize I did so good. Yeah. And then we all proceeded to eat ass.
Yeah, we ate true ass, and that sucked.
And I heard one of the guys like they were talking like, and they were talking loud. I mean, not loudly, but just like regular. And I just heard him say, there was some good parts, but God. And and they were talking about smoking cigars, and I was like, even though I did have to go somewhere the next morning, I shouldn't have been out. After that, I was just, usually I will, and I was like, I'm going home and I'm going to cry. I instantly went to sleep. It was the best
15?
medicine, huh?
You did 15?
Oh, I did the 15.
Yeah. But like 15 minutes of being in front of a room of people and it going terribly, that is the most impactful 15 minutes a person can experience, dude. Like
it hurts.
It is one of the worst feelings ever.
It lets you know if you really want to do this. And to be honest, because I just can't. I didn't do stand up like the whole week before that because I had to go home. And then so this is my first time. I was like, I'll go Thursday straight to L Mike. Didn't go that way. Matter of fact, Scott told me, he was like, you need to go up there and just think of a subject and just go. And I wanted to, and then I started it, and then I was like, all right, that's when Josh was. I was like, there's a good amount of crowd. I'm going back to the classics.
Yeah.
And did that, but it's still, even though when you go back to the classics, and it's still just like, you know what I mean?
We already lost.
Yeah. Yep. And then this one, and then we went to New Orleans for Hackerforth, and that was even. I'm on a 3. I'm on a 3, and I'm about to go to Mexico for a week, so I'm not gonna have that. It's been 3 like.
Yeah.
No, well, 1 bomb, and then the other 2 were.
Yeah.
And it's been rough.
That was
but that was by far. I bombed hard enough to where a woman audibly said, I don't like that, and this was worse than that. I mean, because it was just like they're looking at me like this, and the thing is, they look like they were smart. I think one of them said they was like an engineer.
Yeah.
And then my jokes are not highbrow, and I said one of my jokes, and like 5 seconds later, because I'm pausing for where should be laughs, and he says, "Oh, now I get it," and I'm like. My stuff's not that hard to get, brother. Yeah. One of my punchlines is gay, bitch.
And that's simple.
And cum. You know what I'm saying? Dude, literally, those are 3 of my and they're like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was their fucking fault, dude.
No,
that was rough.
Maybe it was the audience's fault.
It wasn't the crowd for comedy, but still, it's like you think it was enough. I always say, like, if I get 6 people I don't know in here, I should be able to make them laugh, right?
Yeah.
If they've never seen my stuff, I should be able to make them laugh.
But sometimes the vibe of the room is just not conducive for what you're trying to do, man. Mm-hmm. And it sounded like they were not on board with anything.
No, they were not.
They were not. And I thought I was like, okay, they went through all of us, all black, and then they got their headliner who's white. And I did the probably is. I don't know why. I haven't did that in a long time, and they didn't like that either. Oh, they definitely didn't like. The one that hated was my drug joke. I accidentally did meth.
Oh, yeah.
They hated that with every fiber. I mean, it was dude, they were looking at me like this. I swear to God, they were just like this. And then like shaking their head. What? I'm telling it's so bright in there. Yeah. There was no
It was
dimming.
so bright, no dim.
You can see your entire reflection in the fucking
just apple cider.
the windows.
It was rough. It was painful. Let's just put it like that. It was extremely painful.
I feel like it's one of those times where you're on stage and like there's just nothing that will work. You're like, and fuck Israel. And nobody laughs, and you're like, well, fuck Palestine. They're like, no.
We don't want anything you have to
It's
say.
not that you're the problem.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like you.
Yes. They liked none of us.
None of
And then M-Dot was doing the thing where he did 5 minutes between
Did he
each
do
set.
the turtle dick joke?
No.
That's why. That's why it all went down.
Yeah.
Because he didn't open with the turtle dick. That would have just like, broke the levee and let all the laughter come.
Yeah, it was rough. You know, it was so rough, man. Her friends never met me either. I was like, yeah.
No.
Like,
That's the equivalent
the
of
only
the
time they met me was two.
Yes.
That's the equivalent.
The only time they met was like 2 pictures where I'm just like doing that and stuff, and she responded. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, like literally on like Facebook or something. Yeah, they never
I know.
met you.
And just when she's talking on
Brandon, I'm so
Instagram.
sorry
I know,
about
and
that.
I'm
See
just
this
like,
comedy show.
I'm like, I even told her, I'm like, you sure?
They're going back and telling her like, well, he tries comedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they haven't seen shit else. I'm like, they're like, you sure you want to be with that guy?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have went with Money Chi.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Doesn't sound like he did much better though.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, they were appalled.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he was being Money G, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
But it was literally like that's why I was like they're turned. I could tell, you know, I always watch the audience. I was like they're turned off a little bit by Money G. But I think he got like a chuckle when but he was saying like crazy.
Oh yeah, some shit was outlandish.
Just crazy shit, and then they had kind of laughed at us. Like, okay, so it looks like they're liking sex stuff a little bit. You know, maybe not that hard, but they like a little bit. I'm telling you, brother, JJ, it was
bad.
It was bad.
And the thing was, I saw the poster for it. I was like, maybe I should go.
You should
watch the show. I seriously was tempted to go.
You would have been laughing so hard
Oh
about
yeah,
how
you would have
But
been
those are my
dying.
favorites, man.
Shoulda went.
Brandon had a joke, and I screamed. You remember what I'm talking about?
Which one?
The AIDS,
Oh, you talking about the Magic Johnson one, or I was talking about the car?
bro. Will you say?
Well, I was talking about where I was like, yeah, Michael Jackson. I was like, I beat my car like Michael Jackson. He just beat him sometimes with Magic Johnson. Like AIDS, you just can't. You gotta live with it.
He's dude, the way he said AIDS, dude, he hit that motherfucker hard. He was like Matt Johnson, AIDS.
I was like,
And I couldn't control. Like I screamed. It was like a high pitch. Like I did not. I've never heard you say it like that. And it just came out of nowhere. And they weren't up.
Yeah,
they were not up.
like I looked around. I was like, oh, okay, let's do a different subject. Let's try something new.
You switched it up in the middle of the joke.
Yeah, like and then I was like, Rodney King. Okay.
A lot of us did.
All right, didn't
Rodney
work.
King?
Yes.
Yeah, because I got down with Rodney King. I was like, okay, that didn't work. Let's do something
AIDS
different.
didn't work. Rodney King is not gonna work.
And after
dude.
that, I was like, time? What's the time? This is pretty long.
sir.
Did you record that?
No.
Oh God, dude! I want you to hear how he said, because like he's saying nothing was landing, so the way he said AIDS, he put some stank on it, and it was beautiful, dude. I wish somebody was recording that because you will hear it's the loudest I think I've ever like laughed in a public setting.
I heard it too. I was like, damn. And then I looked around like, it's just Dom. It's Dom. Okay. Like, and I was trying to get them like with VR. I was like, y'all know what VR is? And they're like, no, we don't know what VR. What is VR? And I'm like,
the dude's an engineer. He doesn't know what fucking VR
he didn't
is.
know. I was like, you just put glasses on and see sex and shit. And they were like,
That's not a good description.
man, that was a horrible.
The dude in the back, though. Okay, so there's 4 of them. It's one guy who's single, and I don't know. He was like he looked like he would be my perfect audience. Like this dude would like my shit. Then the 2 couples, and then the dude in the back liked it. He was liking stuff, but he wasn't laughing audible.
Yeah.
So whenever I was doing it, I was pretty much just talking to him because he would laugh and put his head down, but wouldn't laugh out loud. So it didn't help it anymore. And then I did a donkey junk now, where it's like I think they're most badass animals, you know. And the last thing is because they get to fuck Mexican prostitutes.
Yeah.
Usually gets a laugh. It didn't, and then that was the only joke I got to laugh at. He started dying over laughing. He was like, I've seen one of those. Hey, guess what the next 3 minutes of my set was? Talking to this nigga.
That
I was like,
funny.
You seen him?
That
Hell
was
yeah.
good.
We'll relate.
And I was like, what happens at him? He's like, a lot. It's not just donkey shows. You get to see a lot. I was just like, all right. I rode that bitch. It didn't work.
You turn into the audience. He's bombing. You're like, I don't really like that.
Brandon, who got the biggest pops of all? Not just there in the thing.
Let's see. I guess Dan maybe between Dan and you.
No. the audience got the biggest pops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were
Whenever
laughing at
they
each
said
other.
something, it was the funniest shit. And it was like, actually, the girl said something that was really on time. I think it was to Money G. I can't remember what it was, but she had a good riff, and it got like blew. It was funny too, and it blew the roof off. Every time they would interject and somebody would ask them something, they would get like massive
yeah,
pops.
that's true. That is when they would start, because they start talking amongst each other. They be like, "Oh yeah, that shit did it."
Yeah,
Because they all knew each other.
Yeah, and then they're talking. They would, after, if they said something was fun, they'd just talk for about 30, 45 seconds after that amongst themselves, which was fine with me because I didn't want to talk anymore.
Yeah, they talk.
And then when M Dot shined that light, because I usually leave on my joke, and I was like, my closer, and I was like, nope, I'm getting off right now. I'm like, all right, my name's Dom Carr.
Branden. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
Exactly like that. And
More
I
apple
ran
cider.
outside to smoke a cigarette. I mean, I ran out there. Yeah, I had nightmares about it. I went depressed because Dan was like, "Did you leave?" I was like, "Dan, if I stayed around there anymore, I might start crying."
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah,
That was the first impression.
I feel so sorry that was the first.
I know. I even
impression.
told her, I was like, let me make sure. I was like, let me see this. I'm coming back in there. Let's be. She was like, no, it'll be right there. And I'm like, okay, let's. And then when she texted me, she was like, they're right here. And I was like, oh, okay. All right.
I had no idea about that, but
That's tough.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
That's
That was
the-
rough. That's
that-
why I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't come over there yet. Like, they were like, you want to come over
Be
here?
sure tonight's the right night.
I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I gotta make it up. I'll just hang out. We'll go eat some food. Get some Cheesecake Factory.
It's on me. It's on me, guys.
And maybe when I get paid, I'll pay for y'all. Give me a second chance.
All right, Jets. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. We'll be after Mexico. We're going
F.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you guys stuck around to the end of this episode, that means you guys actually watch all the, and it's going to we're gonna bank for, because hopefully, as long as everything goes right, we're gonna have a new studio up, getting a house, and we're gonna have it in there, and this will hopefully look the same ish.
Yeah.
You know, it should look the same ish, but you know what I'm saying, we'll be in. So we're gonna bank for when we get back. Hopefully that takes us to it. And we're gonna step some shit up, start getting clips out there and shit like that. You know, start produce this thing. You guys got anything?
I give you applause. You want me applause for that, man?
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah.
we banking. Hell yeah.
So, dude, I promise you a point by the next episode.
Yeah,
A
we
point
going
in
to
the rec
Mexico.
basketball league by the next episode.
You promise?
If it doesn't happen,
You're gonna get-
I'll do some sort of forfeit or something crazy.
You'll have by that time 3 more games.
If I don't score a point next week, I will do.
You don't have any games this week?
No, I have 2.
Yeah,
Tuesday
and then
and
one,
Thursday.
and then
Tuesday
one
and
next week
Thursday?
before
If I
Wednesday.
don't score Tuesday or Thursday, I will do a set at an open mic comprised completely of jokes written by Branden. That Branden writes for me to do.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah,
But just the 2 games.
just those 2.
Just
games.
those 2 games. Yeah.
Just those
all right.
2 games.
All right.
Let's do it, boys.
Hell yeah.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Hate Scrappy Doo.